Today I want to show you how to create a tiny planet video using 360-degree camera like this one here and Adobe Premiere and a plugin from Gopro. Let's get started. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go into the Gear 360 video software and we're going to produce a stitched video. And what this does with the Gear 360, because it's two separate lenses, it's going to stitch those two feeds together to give us one view. Some cameras already output to a stitch view and you don't have to worry about this step. Your camera may be slightly different and that's fine. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to put these two stitch views into the timeline. And I'm not going to do any real editing in here, just to show you what the stitch view looks like. So this is the panoramic. You can scrub it to see what it's going to look like. And we're going to export it. And again, the only reason I'm doing this is because my 360 camera doesn't produce a stitched video. So now that I have this video that I created, what I can do is go into Adobe Premiere and I'm going to edit it in there to create the actual tiny world effect. In order to do that, I'm going to need a plugin from GoPro. To find the plugin that I'm using, I'll put a link in the description. Your other alternative is you can just Google GoPro Fusion 360 Premiere plugin, and that will also take you to the page where you can find the download. There's the link there. And what it's going to do is it's going to download it, and it will also install a couple of plugins for you to use with Adobe Premiere and Adobe After Effects. Another place that you can download the plugins for Premiere Pro and After Effects is from this website here. I put the link in the description as well. And there's the plugins for Mac and Windows. And they also have a few different videos that describe the reframing, the horizon, and the layers plugins. Okay, so now I'm in Adobe Premiere. I've created a project. This one's called Tiny Planet Tutorial. And what I'll do is I'll import my video. So now that I'm in the effects panel in Premiere Pro, I can then go search for that particular GoPro plugin. I'm just going to type VR, grab the reframe effect and apply it to my clip. So now we have some different values to change. We've got the FOV, the yaw, the pitch, and the roll. What this does is it reframes a shot using these four different variables. So I'm just going to play around with some of the numbers. I suggest you do the same. And it's a little bit of trial and error depending on where you are and what you're doing at the time. Let's go about, there we go, we're starting to look like a tiny planet. Play, you can see, well, maybe I need to zoom out just a little bit more. So 85. And you just play with these numbers, try and get them to work for what you're doing. And there you go. That's how you create a tiny planet video from 360 footage. You're gonna need the GoPro VR plugins, and when you do that, you're gonna probably have to play with the FOV and the yaw and the pitch and the roll, and just experiment. Try and get it to look like you have that center ball in the center of your video, and then everything else is wrapped around it. If you enjoyed the video, please like it, subscribe to the channel, and share it. Thanks. One of the tips I can give you about shooting these tiny planet videos is try to keep your 360 camera centered in front of you. It might be a little awkward looking, but what you'll do is you'll get your body in the center of the tiny planet. With my video, I didn't do that the first time around with the footage that I had, and you can see that I'm offset a little bit. I think it would look much better if I was directly in front of the camera.